Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I hope y'all are having a wonderful summer. I took last week off. My kids and husband and we took a nice vacation, so I didn't make anything last week, but I had someone to ask if I would attempt to make an ice cream wreath. And so my daughter and I looked around, and there's not too many pictures or examples of ice cream wreaths, so I hope this is one that she will like. But what I came up with is a Dollar Tree cooling rack. So you'll need, it's a two-piece and they're 9 inches by 13, so you'll need both of these. You're going to need your ruler, some pipe cleaners. You're going to want one of these splatter screens from Dollar Tree. And I think this one is the bigger size, at least it's the one with the handle. And then you're going to need some tulle, and this came from Walmart. This is the matte tulle, and I got 2 of these, and this is going to be my ice cream. And this right here is my ice cream, scoop. And then this is going to be my cone. And then I've got some deco mesh. This is going to be like my cone, the waffle cone, hopefully it'll look like it, waffle cone. And then I got these 2 in case I wanted to add some sprinkles or a bow. And then you'll need something to cut your cooling rack with and your scissors. And I'm going to cut the pipe cleaners, I believe, in thirds. So hopefully this turns out cute. So give us just a second. I forgot to mention that you'll probably want to have some zip ties out because we will be cutting our cooling rack into strips. So you'll need some zip ties to connect the pieces. And then also you might want some floral stem wire for a bow. First, you're going to want to take your tulle and you're going to take it and spread it out, and you're going to fold it over once, just like that, about 7.5 inches, and do it a third time, okay? And then you're going to take your scissors and cut. And you'll want to have your pipe cleaners cut in thirds, okay? Now I'm just going to slide it over just like it is. It's got the rolled edges right here. And you're going to take your pipe cleaner. You're going to take your fingers and you're going to take the center and bunch it together, and it's going to form a little bow tie. Okay, see how cute that is? Now you're going to want to put your pipe cleaner around the center of it and give it a few twists to secure it tightly. Okay? And then you have a cute little bow tie. And as you can see, I've already made a little bow tie, and I threaded it through and gave it a few twists to the back. So my pipe cleaners came from Walmart, and like I said, see if I can do this for you. Maybe you can see. You just take and you push your pipe cleaners through, just like that. Can you see? And then go to the back and give it a few twists. And this is what it looks like with 2 little bow ties on the splatter screen. And I am going to put several so that it's nice and full and fluffy like this. So I'm going to bunch them all together and make it real thick on the splatter screen. So I'm going to start making more bow ties. I just wanted to show you real quick how it looks with just a few of the little bow ties on it. It looks so cute and fluffy. And like I said, this is very inexpensive. We're almost finished with the scoop on top. And I wanted to show you, this right here is the bottom of my scoop, and I am going to attach this to the cooling rack. So this little bit will be covered, so you don't have to go all the way down with the tulle on the bottom of your splatter screen. So I just wanted to share that with you. And here's how it looks so far. And we're going to keep going until we get it all filled in. So it's nice and fluffy, reminds me of cotton candy. And here's how the back looks. I have the ice cream finished now. It's nice and full. And my ice cream took 1 whole roll plus a lot of the second roll of the tulle. So about 1.5. In the beginning, I said that you're going to use both cooling racks, but you're really only going to need one cooling rack for this ice cream cone wreath. And you're going to cut it where that you have 3 strips. 2 of the strips will have like 2 rows, and then the one going across the top of the cone, it will have 3 rows. So cut it in 3 pieces, and then you'll want some zip ties close by. And you're going to want to pull the smaller ones together a little bit more to make more of a cone shape like the ice cream cone. Don't pull them on out to the very end because it makes it too much of a triangle. So try to make it a little bit more slender of a triangle when you're zip tying it together. Okay, and I just took the burlap deco mesh and I just took a pipe cleaner and wired it to the frame, and I just went ahead and just wrapped the cone. So I just swirled it around it pretty tight so that when I use the burlap ribbon, I don't have to, be as particular, so that way it's covered and you don't see the cooling rack. But that's optional. You probably wouldn't have to use the deco mesh. You could just use the burlap ribbon. And this is the burlap ribbon, and it came from Dollar Tree, and you'll need 2 rolls of it. And you're just going to want to add a little hot glue and wire it to the cooling rack, and then just wrap it. And I didn't wrap the entire cone until the very end. I finished it. I first left it kind of like striped look because I thought, well, it'd look more like a waffle cone. But then when I stood back and looked at it, I decided I needed the burlap ribbon all the way around it so that it was more of a solid. Just be careful when you're hot gluing your ribbon to your cooling rack. Just be careful with your hot glue and don't get burned. And then you're just going to take the ribbon, and this ribbon does have wire. And like I said, it came from Dollar Tree, and I bought 2 rolls of it. And try to just kind of line them up, and I went back and hot glued just like the edges so that everything stayed in place and looked nice and neat. When I'm doing it right here, it doesn't look as neat, but I went back and added a little hot glue, made sure I had everything placed like I wanted it. But you're just going to cover the entire cone with a burlap ribbon. And here's where I did a little bit of hot gluing, but I went back and I did several little spots like that, and I pulled it up so that the metal wasn't showing. So it just takes a little bit of time. And so you'll need 2 rolls of this ribbon. Just make sure you cover your entire cone with the burlap ribbon. And just keep it nice and tight. Try not to let it have any slack in it. And you'll want to keep your tool away from your deco mesh because the tool wants to snag and get together with it and hangs up. So I learned the hard way. So just keep your tool separate from your deco mesh. And like I said, I went back and wrapped the entire cone in that burlap ribbon. And here I'm just using some floral stem wire to attach the splatter screen to my cone. And you can use a heavier duty wire if you would like. Now mine's staying inside because tulle does not do well outside. So I'm just making sure that the wire caught the cooling rack, threading it through the burlap ribbon, and threading it through the splatter screen, then giving it a few twists. So you can use a heavier duty wire if you would like. And I also wired the handle to the cooling rack too so it wouldn't move, so it makes it more stable. And this ribbon came from Walmart, and it has glitter on it, and it's really a stiff ribbon, and I'm just making a single bow, trying to make my loops about the same size. And you're going to want your floral stem wire to wrap around the center of it. And once you have your bow complete, you'll just thread it through your cone and give it a few twists to the back. Now you could add different color of tulle to make like sprinkles on your ice cream, or you could add like a puff or poof at the top like a pom-pom and make it like a cherry. If you can find a red one, there's all kinds of options, so just be creative. I just left mine the pink, solid pink. So let me know what you think, guys. If you have any other wreaths you would like for my daughter and I to try, let us know in the comment section, and I will leave a materials list in the drop-down box below. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and like and share. I hope you have a great day.